Here's the other thing that I found super interesting about the NBA All-Star Game was Jay-Z and Beyonce were courtside with Blue Ivy.
Of course.
The child who we know,
the chosen one.
Yeah. But during the game, all the players were going over and paying respects to them.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Just
like offering like frankincense and myrrh and stuff?
Yeah, and just, high-fiving, handshaking, a lot of hugs, a lot of winks, a lot of waves. I would venture to say that they're like our modern day JFK and Jackie. It's not the Obamas. If you said to
the
people,
Obamas are the Obamas. Like they'll still do that too. Like they'll
but I'm telling you, if I'm just talking about the grand spectrum of fame and who you want to meet and hang out with in real life.
Okay.
I think people would be genuinely more excited in day-to-day life to meet Beyonce and Jay-Z rather than the Obamas.
Oh, for sure.
And that's crazy.
Yes, and that's crazy.
That's crazy. They're
even their hand in the whole Cuba situation, like that put them right up. I mean,
yeah. They were there. They were the first ones in Cuba.
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce somehow were the first ones in Cuba.
And it was
we were like
oddly political. Like it was very
Yeah. Because they had to get clearance from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
The clearance came from the Obamas,
sure.
which they're beef fries. So why not?
Yeah.
Why not go and hang in Cuba? The mustache is tickling my nose today. I do not have this thing tamed. I should have used some straightrazors.com.
The beard oil.
Mustache. Yeah, the beard oil.
Yeah.
I should have. And I did not. It is tickling me today. I got a few scratches on my nose with the stash. But yeah, I would say Jay-Z and Beyonce is the modern day Camelot right now.
They're working. Yeah. They're quickly becoming. That's
she's having twins, and after the Grammy performance with introducing the babies to the world, that's kind of the royalty.
Allegedly.
Yeah. You still think she's faking a pregnancy?
There's a lot of things that she can do.
But I mean, again, to come and sit courtside at the NBA All-Star Game,
and have every single person like think of you as
it was almost like going to the White House. We were just like,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna thank Jay-Z and Beyonce
for being here.
It was like an honor to the NBA players, and like those guys are so rich, nobody impresses them. But Jay-Z and Beyonce impressed them. I mean, they were even going over and talking to Blue Ivy of like, oh, how is everything, And you're like, whoa, their fame
it's a dirty trick to get to the parents.
Yeah,
talk to
their fame is
supersedes. Yeah,
I would say. I like, and it got me to think about famous couples in America. Who's more famous than them? Maybe Kim Kardashian and Kanye.
I mean,
but Kanye's not
for different reasons, though.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't want them to represent your political movement
or
in Cuba.
I wouldn't want to hang out with them.
Wouldn't hang out with them.
It just that would be a weird time, wouldn't it?
It would be really uncomfortable. I don't think I hope, in my mind, I may be projecting, but I feel that Beyonce and Jay-Z are probably classy enough that they'll make you feel welcome.
Yes.
If you go to their house, right? If you hang out with them, they know how to host. They know how to have a party. I feel that Kim Kardashian and they would be it'd be weird.
Yep.
You'd be walking on eggshells. Kanye would be like playing you these weird comedy albums and be like, listen to this, is funny, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Kanye.
And I will say this. A friend of mine produced a few of those Beyonce videos, and they got to go to New York and hang out with them or whatever. And they were like, dude, most down to earth, nicest people on the planet. Unbelievably
Maybe
friendly.
not all the time, but when they have guests,
at home,
I think they know how to turn it on.
Yeah,
which is great.
And they had the whole like a spread out, like,
sure.
And they said it was phenomenal. They were like, man, they're fucking rad.
Yeah.
Kanye, I bet you know what? I bet you Kanye on his meds is probably pretty cool. Where he's just like, hey, let's try some shit. I don't know what I would say to Kim Kardashian. Like, hey.
You actually would probably have a better conversation with Kim Kardashian.
You think so?
You guys could talk about business. You could talk about, I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know how you get, and she said this before, but I don't know how you get to her position without having just a tiny bit of smarts.
I get it. No.
You know what I mean?
And I totally get that. I just don't know what we would have in common. Like if we were going to have dinner Like, because I always think about this.
Right.
If you're going to sit down and have a dinner with somebody, like an hour and a half, a nice dinner with somebody out, what that conversation is, what it's like. I know what I would talk about with Kanye. Like with Kanye, I know what I would talk about. Like, how, what the process is and making stuff.
Yeah, but if you catch him on the right day, I guess.
Catch him on the right meds. With Kim Kardashian, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What am I going to talk to her about?
Yeah, her branding.
I guess, but it's that's on a different planet. And is
her
she really
almost
doing
getting
it?
killed? Just be like, what up? How was that? Almost getting killed and shit.
How, when you were duct taped and bound in a bathtub.
What was that
like?
What was that Do you want to talk about it?
Because I remember being in an uncomfortable stitch in a bathtub
Let's get
once.
some jalapeno poppers and talk about your... I'm sure we'd order
Let's get some jalapeno poppers. I like how you assume that we would take them to like Fridays.
Where else are we going to do that?
Yeah. We go, how about an awesome blossom, Kim?
Yeah. And let's really get into that.
Yeah.
Near death.
Yeah.
And like, are you still feeling it? What is it like?
Have you had the chili con carne?
Yeah.
Have you had the chili con carne? It is delightful here. Have you had the Wallaby Darns at Outback?
I will get the rum punch for 2.
Yeah.
And just for me, though.
Just for me. No, I don't know what I would talk to them about.